Train go stacks. Came through the back door, and I'm jumping off the porch. Dirty glove bastards.
Hard for me to grin. It was taking so damn long to win. Everything was going wrong. I was.
All right. So we got TTG Stacks off the porch with us today.
Yo. Train to go stacks. What it is.
How you feeling today, bro?
All right, a little tired from the trip, but
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, you drove up from Miami, right?
Yeah, straight from Miami, man. Long little drive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you working on here in Atlanta during this trip?
But shit, I'm trying to just, link with a couple people, brush shoulders, work, really just work, get in the studio, continue where I left off at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you told me this is your first time in Atlanta, right?
Right. This is my first time in Atlanta. First time without shackles or chains, so it feels good. It feels great.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
First time, it's the first.
Yeah. So what's life like in Miami, man?
Shit, right now, as far as music goes, it's thriving. It's thriving. I love what's going on as far as especially in my hood. North Miami, we got a little movement, going on with false music. A lot of people don't know about it, but it's growing. It's starting to pick up.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
And what was it like for you growing up in Miami?
I mean, you've seen the goods, you've seen a lot of goods, you've seen a lot of bads. It's like the biggest misconception in Miami is it's all glamorous, and that ain't what it is. It ain't as fun as it look on TV. It ain't always palm trees and sunshines and all that.
Yeah,
get real over there.
Yeah, it's like two different worlds. They got South Beach.
Yeah.
When you go over that bridge the other way.
Yeah. The line is real thin. You feel me? For the haves and the have-nots.
Mm-hmm.
But it's opportunity. That's the good thing about it. You can grow over there. There's a lot of opportunity if you apply yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
At what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
Shit, I jumped off the porch, like for real, shit, real early, like 11, where I'm from, just being out there hanging out with the older niggas, just whatever they did, just taking interest to whatever they took interest to, just being a sponge, absorbing what was around me and making the best of it, man. And I seen the goods and I seen the bads of a lot of stuff, so I tried to learn, I had my little bumps up, up the road, obviously going to jail and stuff like that, but I just learned from it, and I always had a talent for, just putting words together.
Yeah.
I figured that out early and just grew my vocabulary, just making words rhyme, making words, do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of the biggest lessons you learned while bumping your head, though?
Not to give up. It's never gonna stop. Like the hardships will never stop. It's gonna be bigger ones going forward. And you feel me? You just gotta adapt, readjust. So it was that was one of the things. It just taught me you could do it. You can get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep waking up.
Real shit.
Yeah.
And what was one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome to make it to where you're at today?
Believing in myself. A lot of people around me just thought they knew I was, good at what I did, but I didn't know whether I was good. I still don't, a lot of people surprise me. Like, it surprises me when people get, overexcited when I drop some shit, but it's just, believing in myself. That's where I'm starting to do that a little bit more now. Yeah.
How long you been home now?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years now. Late 2017, came home. And I've been working ever since. My partner, he just kind of he let me know, look, we need to get back in the studio. You can do this. And I ain't believe it at first. I was still, a little iffy about it because I was doing the writing thing ever since, maybe 2010, late 2009, 2010, started writing. And that was my thing. I didn't want to be like the guy in the forefront. I ain't like the attention. So I was a little hesitant to do it. And, I ended up doing it and made it happen. And, a year later, after me coming out as an artist, off the porch.
So were you writing for other artists at first, or were you just writing just to write?
Well, writing for other artists, writing just to write, just building a catalog, just, playing, just building whatever somebody, and it was mostly like, it was favors. There was a lot of them were favors. A lot of them were just, pulling up the sessions. Look, help me do this. Help me with the hooks. Help me with this. Help me with that.
Yeah.
And it was good because it was practice for me, for one. It was, and I learned along the way, just picked up different little techniques, I made it work for me. Yeah. I mean.
All right. So who'd you grow up listening to? Who were some of your favorites?
So I'm Haitian. So I grew up listening to a lot of compa music. But also being that, just how hip hop is all around me, I grew up first, Pac kind of like took me away. And then, I got into everybody else. Pac was like my opening, to hip hop. That was my welcome to hip hop. This is what it was. And for me, like anybody that came after him, I had to compare you to Pac. So, Pac was the early one, and like I said, I grew up in a Haitian household, so compa was a big influence on my music right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does your family think about you pursuing a career in music?
Surprisingly, they're supportive.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, because it's not like it's not a in a Haitian household, it's usually like, doctor, nurse, and, do something professional because, first generation, immigrants and moving over here, we got to, make a name for ourselves. And so it's not what they go to first, rapper, music, it's a hobby,
Yeah.
So
how would you describe your music? Are you kind of more on the Tupac side, where you're talking about the struggle?
Well, yeah. I think my music is more well-rounded. I wouldn't say more well-rounded, but it's more pain-based. I just grab inspiration on what's going on around me. So it's definitely a lot of pain in my music, but I do everything from, making pop records and to records that sound more like country records that I just turned it into a hip hop record or whatever the case may be. And, I'm just creating all type of genres kind of influencing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it very therapeutic when you're writing, kind of getting that pain out?
Always, man. Always. I rather before I argue with a dude, I'll probably go write a record before I do that. If maybe I got to take it to the next level, then that's what it is. But before I gotta take it to that next level, I want to, express myself to whoever around me, or if it's the mic, then that's who I got to talk to.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Did you always turn to music for that, or turn to writing for that?
No, nah, it was different. It's different. Like growing up, that's one of the things that prison taught me. Kind of like you could turn to, the animal, or you could just, really sit down and concentrate and focus on you and better yourself too. While there's a lot of stuff going on around you that could kind of take you to that other side, but it can mold you into being that monster, or you could be that person, that better person. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of writing while you were locked up?
Nah. Did no writing.
Really?
No writing. Didn't care about rapping at all. Like rapping was, I listen to music all the time. Had my MP3. That was my therapy, listening to music. But writing music, nah. I maybe freestyle one time. I was over here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wrote my first little in the FDC, the holdover over here, and I beating on the wall, boom, 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 boom. Just and I wrote my whole little 16 in the cell, and from that point on, it was just it. That was just it.
How'd you come up with your name, TTG Stacks?
Well, okay, so yeah, a lot of people ask about that. So when I came out, it was stacks. It was quick stacks at first, and whatever. Like it was, I remember doing something for my, family or whatever, and it was like quick. Well, you quick as hell, like da da da. You came back quick. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just add this, since I'm getting money, I'm just add the stacks to it, quick stacks. So before I went to prison, it was quick stacks, and then from there, I was really like just paying attention to stuff around me. I wanted to switch it up from quick. I switched to train to go TTG because I guess that was my mindset. I wanted that to be my mindset coming out. I didn't want to forget that. Like when you come out, you going. Like you're not gonna stop. Like whatever it is that you choose to do. It wasn't rap at the time, but whatever it was that I choose to do when I came out, I was just gonna give it my all and just go give it everything I got.
Yeah. And
that's what I've been doing since then.
Mentioned a year in. So what's your thoughts on the rap game right now?
It's weird, but shit, you gotta adapt like anything else. You gotta adapt. There's a lot of goods and a lot of bads to it, man. And make the best of it, man. Shit. If you're gonna complain about everything, then probably ain't for you. Find something else to do.
Yeah.
You gotta make the best of it. Turn shit to sugar.
Yeah. So what's the music scene like back at home right now? You mentioned North Miami's kind of got a little movement.
Yeah, it's a little movement like we never before right now. I don't know why, but it's moving, it's growing. Everybody's, they doing their thing over there, especially Miami period now, you feel me? Like I'm loving what's going on as far as the music scene is growing. We wasn't like, we're not known for, the music in the industry as much. We're not recognized as far as the music in the industry as much as I feel we should. So I think right now, we growing. It's a hard place to please, right? It's a hard, tough crowd over there. If you can make it there, I feel like you can make it damn near anywhere, you feel me? But I feel like right now I'm in Atlanta, this where it's at. You feel me? This where, as far as working and, making music, this where it's at. So making the best of this right now.
Yeah. Would you say most of the artists down there are supportive of each other, or is it more of a competition?
Before it was, it was dog eat dog when it came to music. Just looking from the outside in, But now I feel like we starting to support home a little bit more. We starting to support the rappers from home a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to us about your upcoming single, Smile, with Lucci.
Yeah, Smile. That's a good. That was a record I wrote. Just talking about just the hardship I had to go through, just leading up to prison and after prison. How I can and it's just all this destructive, all this bad stuff going on around me, legal shit, this, that, and the third. But I'm staying focused and not disappointing the people that love me and the people that, took their time out to visit me while I was gone. And, I let Lucci hear the catalog and shit. He heard everything. He wanted to, fuck with everything, but he took to that one and it was that, man. That shit was magic from there, man. Shout out to Lucci, for real.
Yeah, why'd you decide to work with Lucci?
Well, he fits my sound. You feel me? I believe in chemistry. You know what I mean? Even though we wasn't in the studio for, days or nothing like that to build chemistry initially, he knocked that verse out in, a couple minutes, So it was tailor-made for him, I felt like, because we got, he got a different sound. His sound is, distinct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear that, you feel me? It's Lucci getting on that bitch, so, I fought with him for that one, man. He showed me love. We shot the video maybe like a week or two ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we shot a video over there in my NMB, really. But yeah, man, he been showing me love ever since we linked. I fought with Lucci. Shout out Lucci. Man.
And what can you tell us about this new video, Go Off?
Well, yeah, that was just me just trying to just put bars together, just as you know, just going off, just putting as many bars together as I possibly can, and you know, in one record. And I was just going off on that one. It was a fun little record. You know, we shot that, had fun shooting it. You know, shout out to everybody that came out for you know. It was fun. It was fun. It was great. That was my first video or whatever, and it was a success. I mean, you know, it was spur of the moment. Let's shoot a video. Let's go. Like it wasn't no plan behind it or nothing. Yeah.
And you got another video out with 7 Figures with Jay Band and Olo Pack.
Yeah. Jay Band. Shout out Jay Band Olo Pack, man. Yeah, man. That was crazy. So you know. I just so happened to stumble on that record. Like I was bumped into him at the studio. What you doing? And they knocking out the verse, and I got my car running because I ain't even planning on staying. My car running for about 45 minutes. I swear to God, on God, the car running for about 45 minutes. I'm in the studio. I'm listening to they knock out the verses. And I said, man, there's room on there for me. He said, go ahead, let's go, and took off from there. Knocked the verse out, heard it one time, and took off. Like they had to send me the record on the email and shit. Nah, that record was fun, man. I fought with them, man. That's my boy.
Yeah. My boy. Are you working on a new project right now?
Yeah. Project was completely done to me. But I think I got back into the momentum of just recording again, and it's like, oh man, it ain't all the way done yet. Nah, I want to add this. I want to add that. I'm just having fun with it, man. Just creating, man. Like I've really been working hard this past year, and I took a little break, got knocked back on, jumped back right back on the wagon, and shit, I just been up from there, man. Shit, I mean, I came down from nothing, so it only could go up from there.
Yeah. You got a title picked out for the project?
Yeah, Reflection.
Okay.
So the intro of the record, I mean, this is basically my story. I'm reflecting back on every part, whether it's the girls chilling with the girls, partying with the girls, whether it's getting heartbroken by the girls or getting, you know, whatever, just every emotion I went through from before, up until that point, every emotion I went through up until that point of the, you know, the release of the Reflection. And that should be coming out real soon, though.
Okay.
It's definitely gonna come out real soon.
Who are some of the producers you've been working with?
Gorilla Tech. He's the pioneer in the music industry. I mean, music business as far as Miami goes. One of the pioneers in Miami. Fire. I mean, it's been Gorilla Tech, and my only producer other than that is G Talk Blazing. It's been magic every time we touch a record. He actually produced the Smile record.
Okay.
Yeah, he's produced that one. That was fire, man. You know, shout out G Talk. Yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah.
And talk to us about the grind that comes with being an independent artist.
Damn, boy, that shit tough. It's tough.
Like I said,
boy.
You just drove, 10, 12 hours to get up here?
Yeah, just to get up here, man. It's a grind, man. It's a grind having to pay for everything, having to, you know, schedule everything, having to just, you know, be on top of everything along with your regular life that you already had before this rap that, you know, kind of pays for the rap or whatever the case may be. So if you ain't a real hustler, man, it should have really like take a toll. It'll really take a toll on you, bro. I salute everybody that made it before me. I'm in it to win it, but you know, it's hard. I salute everybody that knocked this out of the park and did what they did, man. The independent.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
All right, what else you working on right now, Stacks? What else is coming up, man?
Nothing. I mean, just working, just building the catalog, working nonstop. You know, just working from here, bumping into, you know, different artists, different producers, just making it work from here, man. Building, you know, like I said, I'm only a year into this, so I'm fresh, as far as artist wise. But I mean, pen game is up there. I could go with the best of them. You feel me? I call it sparring when I'm in the booth. So very like lion's den, man. You get in that lion's den, it's ready. You know, you don't know what might happen. So shit, I'm just having fun with this shit, man. It's one of the, it's a thrill. I'm loving the thrill. I'm loving the thrill. It's just, you know, you don't know what might happen next. You don't know what they might think about this record. You don't know what they might, you know, whoever you got listening to it, whether it's a close family or whoever. Yeah, it's just, I'm just loving every moment, every day, making the best of that shit.
Yeah, that's it. All right, any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Nah, man, shout out everybody back home, man. Shout out to Leah, shout out A1 Styles, shout out everybody, man. Shout out, you know, Zoe, shout out Lil Haiti, man. East Side, you know, shout out North Miami, 6th Ave, East Side, you already know, man. Stacks, train to go.
Hard for me to grin. It was taking so damn long to win. Everything was going wrong. I was holding on till the day I can smile again.